Reality sorting strategies. People have different strategies for parsing up and circumscribing their world. Ever hear the expression, you see the glass half full as opposed to half empty? That's a reality sorting strategy. In one discipline you may have heard of, neurolinguistic programming, they call these strategies meta programs. The name meta program makes me cringe because I've got a philosophical beef with this name. But we don't need to get into that here. While most people don't have conscious awareness of these strategies, they unconsciously know they do them. In plain English, if you were to call them out on these strategies, they might hesitate for a second and then say, yeah, that's right, I do that. Because they aren't consciously aware of them, they'll be amazed when you tell them. That's why pegging a woman's reality sorting strategies can add an extra oomph to your cold readings. While you can glean great insight into a person by their reality sorting strategy, I want to make a small caveat. A person's strategy in one context usually, but doesn't always, transfer over into another. So proceed with caution. Let's take a look at a few of these strategies. Internal versus external locus of control. Do they get validated from the inside, or do they need something external to validate who they are? So another way to put it, is their self-esteem contingent on the people around them, or is their self-esteem something internal that doesn't depend on the people around them? Obviously, the person with an internal locus of control usually has higher self-esteem, because even if the people around them say something that's not so nice, they're usually not affected. And oftentimes it's a sign that they have a much stronger sense of identity. A person with an external locus of control who gets validation from others around them, their sense of identity has a tendency to be a little bit more flighty. Do they focus on themselves or on others? Some people see themselves as very generous, giving people, but it is still all about them. Let me give you an example. If a woman goes out of her way to tell you about how she helped a sickly child, and her focus is on how sick the child was and needed help, then her focus is on others. On the other side of the spectrum, if she puts the focus on how she went out of her way to help a needy child, the focus is on her. You can always tell how a person sorts their reality by who the star in their stories and experiences are.